Welcome to Flawless Conversations. I'm Tamika Jones, and today we're diving into how mindset can shift your life, your confidence, your purpose. You're watching Now Media Television. Welcome to Flawless Conversations, the show where real men and women, real stories, real purpose all come together. I'm your host, Tamika Jones, and today we're diving deep into what it means to build something powerful without compromising your values. Joining me today is Karen Oliver, a powerhouse of purpose. She's the founder of Women Committed to Dreams Coaching Incorporation and Fearless Daughters Dream Apparel. She holds a degree in integrative health nutrition, and she is a master life purpose coach who helps women and men find their identity, walk boldly into their purpose and calling. She's a minister, a skincare entrepreneur, and soon to be author. Karen's story is rich with resilience, faith, and fire. Flawless fam, let's welcome Karen to the show. Welcome, Karen.
Hello, everyone. I'm glad to be here.
Oh my goodness, this is so amazing. So amazing. Thanks for being on the show, Karen.
You welcome. You got it. I was delighted and excited. And I just want to say, first of all, congratulations to you, Tamika, with Now Media, studios, everything that is going on, everything that you're rocking, you made it, it's here. And I just want to say congratulations on your endeavors.
Thank you. And it's so amazing how we connected and our stories are one and the same, right? We're coaches, all about women empowerment, all about giving back and helping women and men to become their best version of themselves.
Yes.
So let me ask you, how do someone build something powerful without compromising who they are? So Karen, as a single woman of faith, right? What were some of your internal battles you faced while building your empire?
I would say some of the battles while building my empire by, being a single woman of faith is, like you said, not compromising who you are. That's number one. You know who you are in the faith. You know who you've called to be. And it's so easy for people to latch on you and say, hey, you should be doing this and you shouldn't be doing that. Well, someone else is doing this, the same thing. And somehow we tend to pull back and get distracted and be like, well, maybe I shouldn't be doing that. But you have to know who you are. That's the biggest key. You have to know who you are in the faith. And you can wear multiple hats. It don't have to be, oh, I'm just subject to doing one thing. That's that word comma. Comma means, okay, I am a, entrepreneur / I'm a mom, I'm a single mom / I'm an author / I'm a coach, therapist, whatever. You don't have to stay subject to just one thing. And then even in the industry, even in the entrepreneur industry, there are people that you may work with that want you to compromise your faith and be like, hey, we should do it like this. They try to pivot your dream. They try to pivot your purpose and be like, hey, it wouldn't hurt to do this or say this or act this way. You cannot compromise who you are. You can't compromise your integrity. And so that is what keeps me rooted and grounded is the faith, because there are times when, I have been, that someone tried to make me compromise or try to make me think that, hey, if I do it this way, it's going to be better. No, you have to do it God's way, and you have to know who you are.
Yes, and that's why it's so important, like you said, to be grounded in who you are and in God's word, because it's so easy to fall astray. It's so easy to go left when you're being pulled right, or to go up when you've been pulled down, right?
Right.
So how did your faith guide you through seasons of doubt, which we all have those self-limiting beliefs and self-doubt, right? Especially when your vision felt bigger than the resources. And I know this sounds so familiar because we talk about this. We talked about the financial piece and all the things in the past. So how did your faith guide you through this season of doubt?
Woo. Tamika, like you said, that is a good one, because we go back and forth with this. We talked about this on our podcasts and shows before, but I'm telling you, it is a difficult thing, you guys. It's very hard, but with faith. But with faith, faith is the one that's going to guide you, because it's going to give you what? Peace that surpasses all understanding. You got to have that peace, not as the world get, but peace that God gives, and that's what's going to keep you and your business rooted and grounded. And when things ain't looking up, I'm telling you guys, I've been in it for 5 years. I started it 2 years prior, but I actually didn't know what I was doing when I first started. And I went back to school and I started looking at, getting advice from mentors, start going to webinars. And then when I got out there, got my feet on the ground and stuff like that, you got people, hey, I want to, see your stuff. I want to see what's going on. You got people that you think that are supposed to be there and supposed to cheer you on and not. So it's like you've got to triumph over that. And you've got to understand that everybody is not for you. Everybody's not for your business. And even when you got clients or customers that saying, hey, you've talked to them, you've had a great consultation with them and everything like that, and things just don't fall through. Either they're not ready, maybe some people are not financially ready, and some people are. They just Sometimes people just want you to give them a break, and there's no breaks when you're building your business, when you're building your empire. And sometimes you think to yourself, well, should I do this for this person and that person? That's when you have to go back to your faith. You have to go back to the roots and go back to, wait a minute, God, wait a minute, I can't be compromising. I know I haven't made my financial goal yet. I know I haven't signed this client or signed this customer, but I got to trust you and keep working consistently. So I'm going back to those same roots, because now my flesh is getting distracted and I'm getting dismayed, and I'm like, okay, I just knew that they was ready, or I just knew that this was going to work. Sometimes you got to go and pivot and change some things in your curriculum, change some things uh, that you see that people are not looking at, and say, hey, well, God, you go back to your roots, go back to faith with God. Should I do this in my business before we just start putting things out there and curriculums on the table? You got to make sure that it fits your brain. Is this me? Am I teaching what I have lived? Am I teaching what I am doing? Am I coaching what I'm doing? So that people will gravitate to it. But then there's just gonna be a lot of people that's not gonna gravitate it, because they are not connected. They're not going to be connected to your brand. And so faith is going to help you stay afloat, help you stay consistent, and help you say, hey, I gotta, make sure my ears and my eyes are open to
Mm-hmm.
what's real, to what's authentic, and
Yeah.
not compromise, and not say, hey, I'm not getting the money, because it's hard to be like, I'm not getting, and that's what we think. We got to take that money hat off, and we got to say, hey, is I'm doing it for the money, or is I'm doing it to really help, I'm saying, help people, help men and women individually, because the money is going to come. You just got to trust that it's going to come.
Yes, once we align with our purpose, passion in life, everything else will shift. Everything, it has to come, right?
Yes.
Because we God gives it to us. That we're attracted, right? So
Yes.
it has to line up. To line up. I'm sorry. So, what mindset shifts were key to moving from waiting for permission to walk in your purpose as an entrepreneur? So, what mindset shifts key that help you move from waiting for permission to walking in your purpose as an entrepreneur?
I would say the mindset shift that helped me from just standing still and waiting to actually walking in my purpose is saying, getting out of my own way. The
Yes.
mind shift of saying, Karen, step back, or Karen, stop saying that, hey, because you can say all day, you can sit here and say all day, oh, darn, what if this don't work? Oh, well, he or she doing the same thing, or I'll start next week, or I'll start next month, or no. You got to have that stamina. You've got to be motivated. You've got to be motivated to say, I'm going to step out and I'm going to do trial and error. And when things fail, guess what? I'm gonna go back and research, and I'm gonna do it again. Okay, how do I do this the right thing again? But you can't you can't just keep standing still in one place and saying, hey, I'm just going to wait here for a certain amount of time. Maybe next year will be great. Well,
Mm.
guess what, you guys? Next year is not promised. Tomorrow is
Oh,
not promised. So step out and move forward. So the key mind shift is being motivated and getting out of my own way and saying, hey, I'm going to let go. I'm going to start this webinar. I'm going to start this workshop. I'm going to start this email list. I don't care if it's just one thing at a time. Do one thing at a time and just let go. And that's what I had to do. I just had to let go, start building relationships in
mhm.
the beginning, because my podcast is an extension of the coaching brand. So when I started the podcast, I networked with the group and I started getting people, California, United Kingdom on the podcast. Nobody was charging anything. Everything was free or whatever. We built relationships, and then that's when the word started getting out and stuff like that. So you got to challenge yourself to network with people as well and not be afraid to network with people. And that's how I kind of stepped out of there.
Yeah, just stepping out on faith. You have to start somewhere. So that's good stuff, Karen. So, Karen, for
Yes.
those who want to learn more about your coaching, your apparel line, or just follow your inspo, where can they find you online?
Yes, you can find me to learn more about coaching. You can find me on my Linktree site. You can find me on LinkedIn, which is available. Karen Oliver, MLC, Master Life Coach, Certified Internal Auditor. All of the events, all of the coaching consultations you can book right there. My email is there. I'm also on Instagram, YouTube, but the business side of the coaching is going to be definitely catered to LinkedIn. If you want to have a consultation, if you want to book a consultation, you can go there as well to get in touch with me and find out about the upcoming master classes, upcoming workshops, and things that we're doing.
Thank you, Karen, for that. So, we're going to take a quick break. So, go grab your journals, your notepads, your notebooks, all the things, because Karen is dropping gems, and I don't want any of you to miss out on these gems that she's dropping. We'll be right back. We'll be right back to remind you that healing is possible. Confidence is yours, and that you are flawless. This is Flawless Conversations on Now Media Television. And we're back. I'm Tamika Jones, and you're watching Flawless Conversations on Now Media Television. Are you ready? Let's go. Welcome back to Flawless Conversation. Love what you're watching? Don't miss a moment of Flawless Conversations or any of your favorite Now Media TV shows, live or on demand, anytime, anywhere. Download the free Now Media TV app on Roku, iOS, and enjoy instant access to our full lineup of bilingual programming in both English and Espanol. Prefer to listen on the go? Catch the podcast version of the show right on the Now Media TV website at www.nowmediatv.com. From business to breaking news to lifestyle, culture, and everything in between, Now Media TV is screaming 24/7, ready wherever you are. If you're just tuning in, we're having a powerful, powerful conversation with Karen Oliver. She's a life purpose coach, an entrepreneur, a minister, and the founder of multiple brands that help people step into their authentic calling. Karen's journey has been about purpose over perfection. And right now, we're diving into a topic many women and men, especially women, struggle with: worthiness. What does someone do when they feel like they're not enough, even for their own dreams? Is the question. Can you share a time, Karen, when you didn't feel worthy of the life you were trying to build, and how did you overcome that? This is big. This is huge, because many of us go through this, including myself in my past, have felt unworthy.
Yes, that's really a big one that we all have struggled with in the past. And when I felt like that I wasn't worthy to build, you know what, Tamika, I would say, and I always share this, I would say some years ago, I don't know what it is that I want to do. And that's why I started this, because I know that Faith was telling me this is something that you have failed in. This is something that you overcame. How can you share with other people? How can you tell other people? And I used to say, I just didn't know my identity, you guys. I didn't know. I think I was running from it. You know how you say you don't know, but you really do, but you're scared and you're running from it. So I kept saying, I don't want to go through the hustle and bustle. I don't think that I can be an entrepreneur. Yeah, I'm not gonna be an entrepreneur. I'm just gonna work a 9 to 5. That's what I kept saying. I don't want to deal with the status quo. I don't want to deal with the hustle and bustle. I don't want to deal with the trials and tribulations. But then I thought about it. I said, if I'm saying that, then that means that I'm saying that I don't want to deal with trials and tribulations in life, right? So I was like, I had to repent and ask, the Lord to forgive me in that. And I was like, I can't say that I'm not going to be an entrepreneur. I cannot say that I can't handle this purpose that you have called me to, because I'm not my own. You called the shots. And so I had to make up in my mind that, Karen, it's not about you.
Mhm.
It's about helping others. It's not about what you think you can't do. And that word compromising came up again, just trying to fit in somewhere else where I'm not supposed to be fit in. Why are you in that box? You need to get out of the box, because God is not in the box. So you need to get out of the box, and you need to discover. That's what I had to do, you all. I had to discover who I was, who are the people that I catered to, who I wanted to help, what legacy that I wanted to leave. And that's when I had to receive and accept the fact that there's acceptance there. I had to accept the fact that I am worthy to build uh, a multi millionaire business. Sometimes you got to say things by faith, not sometimes, just all the time. You got to speak it. I am destined to build a successful business to help individuals overcome the things that I've overcome. You never know what somebody has been through. So you got to say, I am worthy to do this. Just because you went through it don't mean you're not worthy to help somebody else. So I know that you have a story yourself that we try to hide behind our story. You can't hide behind it. You've got to actually tell about it. And that's what helped me feel worthy, because I kept saying, I don't want to do this. I don't want to go through this. None of us want to go through
Mhm.
things, but we have to, because it's going to help build a stronger foundation for ourselves internally.
Yes, and a lot of times, like you hit the nail on the head. It's not about us a lot of times. It's about how who we can empower, help, and give back, right? The ultimate calling, I feel, is love, right? Doing everything
Yes.
in love, and that's part of love. Finding your passion, tapping into your passion, and doing things in love, right? So I agree. And there was times where I felt unworthy too. I remember this one quick real quick incident, and I was in the military and I was going through squadron officer training. And in this training, I think it's like an 8-week training, and during this training we give each other feedback. We do presentations, we do group projects and all the things. And I remember getting feedback from one of my peers, and in the classroom is doctors, pilots, judges, everybody's all in the same class. And this pharmacist slid me his feedback. And I looked at the paper, and the feedback said, I need to learn how to fit in. And that
Wow.
moment, I felt so unworthy. And that was just that confirmation, right? That I always told myself, you're not worthy enough to be here. You're not smart enough to be here. You're not white enough to be here. You're not strong enough to be all these things, right?
Yeah.
So as once again, that identity, like you said, once I began to tap into that, guess what? That box, what he tried to put me in, I
Mm-hmm.
flipped it over and I stood on top of it. And
That's
now
right.
I'm using my voice just as you're doing the same as well. And I want the audience to learn that they can do the same as well. Use your
Yes.
voice. You don't need to fit inside a box. Turn that box over and stand on top of it, right? As a platform, and use it
Yes.
as leverage to become the best version of you, right?
Yes. Yes, indeed.
Yes. So, Karen, as a master life purpose coach, how do you help women rebuild self love after years of playing small?
Mm. Wow. Because, it's good that you say that, Tamika, because when you're dealing, when you're building, I'm gonna say this first, when you're building relationships and you're dealing with clients who has, tore themselves down for so many years, it's so important to gain that confidence with them. You know
Yes.
how a lot of people just want to throw you on out there and be like, hey, you're going to be okay. You're going to do this. No, you don't need someone. You don't need a coach. You don't need a therapist to try to just throw everything at you, and you don't even really know them. Years of beating yourself down, years of feeling like you're nothing. You have to gain their, you have to be able to win their confidence. You have to be able to build a relationship with them. And it starts with identity, confidence. Do this client trust me? Do this customer trust me? Let's build some relationship. Let's break some icebreakers. Let's go out. Let's talk. Tell me something about yourself that you love, that you like. I'm saying get down to the root of things and work with them as a friend to friend, as a person, so you can build that relationship, and then we can go to the next step.
Yes. Yes. So important. That foundation, right? That know, like, trust, right? That they
Yeah.
always talk about building and coaching. Um, so, what are some daily rituals or affirmations that help you stay rooted in your identity, not your performance, but your identity?
I'm glad that you said that, Tamika, because I actually did a mastermind, and I actually had a journal. My actually first mastermind was in 2022, and I still have this affirmation journal that I created for myself, and I shared it in that journal just to give away to ones who needed that daily affirmation, speaking to them every day. And some of these affirmation was, I am someone. I am worthy, just like we were talking about it. I am going to be the best version of myself. I do know who I am. I am able to receive love, and I am able to give love.
Can you repeat
Um,
that? Can you repeat that real quick? I love that. Love that
yeah.
one.
Oh, the last one.
Yes.
I am able to receive love, and I am able to give love.
One more time so they can write this one down.
I
Love it.
am able to receive love, and I am able to give love.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
I love it. I love it. I love
Mm-hmm.
it. Yeah, I have affirmations too, but my go-to when I have one, and I probably said it 1,000 times, and you probably know it too, right? Everything is working for my greater good, no matter how it looks.
Yes.
Everything is working for your greater good, no matter how it looks, and I stand on that every day.
Yes.
I say it. I stand on it because it
Say
is.
that again, Tamika. One more time for us.
One more time, right? Everything is working out for your greater good, no matter how it looks.
Yes. Yes, indeed.
Absolutely. So, how do we begin healing from the belief that we have to earn love or earn success or earn purpose? How do we flip that?
Be honest. Be honest with yourself. And the first thing is getting out of denial, because the first step is, you know, if I'm in denial and then I can't receive that help, I can't receive that love. So squashing denial and saying, I'm going to be honest with myself, and I'm going to share where I'm at. You don't have to be ashamed of where you're at. And I shared this um, actually about the master class. I'm sorry, the workshop that I'm actually doing this coming up week, and it's catered to single women and single men who desire to get married. And I wanted to share that with them, that it doesn't matter what situation you're in, because sometimes we can be ashamed and be like, I don't know if I should talk to anybody, but I don't know if I should go because I'm in a situation now. I've been there. I've done that, and it doesn't matter if you're in that situation. And that's why I I have private sessions because people may not be comfortable with getting on a workshop or group or sharing, where they're at. So, and that's where private one-on-one sessions come in. You don't have to be ashamed of where you're at. If you want to get out, you can get out and you can receive that love, like I just said, that you've been wanting and that you desire. You can be in a relationship for 5 to 10 years and you know that it's not a relationship you're supposed to be in, you still can get out.
Absolutely. Karen, your words are deeply healing. If someone wanted to connect with you or start this inner journey with you, how can they connect with your coaching or just follow your content?
You can follow me and connect with me on LinkedIn. If you would like to set up a consultation, feel free to send an email and I can send you the consultation link if you just want to talk and be like, hey, I want to see if this is a good fit for me, or I've heard some of the things that you are talking about and that you're doing. We definitely can get on a call and I can share with you my portfolio, my coaching portfolio, and how I would help you navigate the results that you need to navigate to.
Awesome, good stuff. So go grab your popcorn and grab a friend, grab your auntie, your uncle, your nephew, your niece, your sister friend. But stay tuned with more to come from Karen. We'll be right back. We'll be right back to remind you that healing is possible. Confidence is yours and that you are flawless. This is Flawless Conversations on Now Media Television. And we're back. I'm Tamika Jones, and you're watching Flawless Conversations on Now Media Television. Are you ready? Let's go. Welcome back to Flawless Conversations. I'm talking today with Karen Oliver. Karen has worn many, many, many hats. She's an author, a minister, a businesswoman, and she's no stranger to the grind. And she totally believes her purpose and passion aligns with grace over grind. But what I love about her is the way she lean in with purpose and persuade others through purpose without sacrificing her peace. Let's talk about how she finds balance and how you can too. How do someone show up fully in their purpose without burnout or just simply giving up? Like, how do someone show up fully and authentically in their purpose? So with so many hats that you wear as an author, coach, an entrepreneur, a minister, how do you protect your peace and keep your soul nourished?
I would say how to balance the many hats and the many things that, you're called to do, I'm called to do is, like you said, Tamika, you got to have that piece and you got to set a schedule. You got to set a schedule or you're going to get burned out. If you don't set a schedule or you don't plan anything like I used to do, I'm gonna be honest, I used to be up all morning doing that. I used to be out. I never did give myself a cutoff time. And I'm like, oh, I'm restless and I'm drained. And you gotta set a timer and you gotta take time to rest. Because sometimes we get so excited and we start from the beginning of the day or the afternoon and we may stop just to eat or go get the kids and then we'll come right back and then we're not giving any family time. I've been there and done that. I've done podcasts and I'm like, wait a minute, I haven't talked to my daughter to see how school is doing and stuff like that. The spirit of the Lord will let you know, wait a minute, slow down. Let's get a balance. Let's get a plan. Let's get a schedule together or whatever. So you don't want to do that. You want to make sure that you take time out, set a schedule, say, hey, I'm going to work on the book for 2 hours. I'm going to work on the podcast for an hour. I'm going to do this webinar for 30, work on this webinar, this presentation for 30 minutes. And then that's what I'm going to do for that day. And then the next day, and then plan your next day for the rest of the week, because you got to have time for yourself. You got to have time for family. And that's what I had to do. I had to have time for my family, myself, because I would be up to 1 and 2 o'clock in the morning, just writing different things. And I'm like, oh, oh, I didn't get any sleep. Then not only that, some of you all, you may still work corporate jobs, or you may have just a part-time job on the side. Your business could be full-time, but you're not giving yourself your enough time for your mind to rest, your body to rest. And when you're not resting, when you're not resting, you're not good for anyone else. You can't coach no anyone else. You can't train anyone else. So what I'm saying is that plan a schedule, make a schedule and stick to it. Put it on your board, put it in your room, put it on the refrigerator, put it, hey, this is what I got to do today. This
Yes,
is what time I'm gonna stop.
I
Yeah.
agree. I agree. I totally agree. And being intentional with that, being intentional with that schedule that you set, stick to it. Right. I have a
Yes.
human alarm clock slash schedule. My daughter will come in my office and she's like, "Mommy, you've been here for 4 hours. I'm hungry." I'm like, "You know how to fix pancakes, but I'll come down in a minute." A minute turned into 3 hours. 3 hours
Yeah.
turned into four, and she'll come back up. "Mommy, you said." I'm like, "Okay, okay, power off. Let me go."
Yeah.
And do whatever I need to do, spend that quality time with her, right? Because it's a balance,
Yes.
work-life balance. And as an
Work life
entrepreneur,
balance.
sometimes we don't know what that look like because we spend all day, all our days, cultivating our baby, which is our business, right? So a lot of
Yes.
times we don't know when to shut it off. So we
That's
have to
right.
learn, and like you said, be intentional about it. Create a schedule and stick to it. Stick to it,
Yes.
right?
Indeed.
What have been some warning signs that you were doing way too much, and how did you press that reset button?
I would say when I figured out that I was doing way too many things, I was forgetting important things,
Mm,
like important letters. Oh, I forgot to send this letter off today. Important things that have to do with your personal, it could be your personal bills. It could be personal documents and letters for your family. You can forget to go to a play. I'm just going to use that for an example. Oh my gosh, I'm going to be late for play. It's like you're forgetting the important things. You're forgetting your important things in life because you still have a life.
yes,
Yes, your business and your brand it is you. It's a part of you, but it's up to you to be accountable. It's up to you to stay accountable. So when I start forgetting things and start forgetting to get on meetings and stuff, and I was like, uh-oh, I'm not clear. My mind's not clear. I'm gonna have
right,
to hit that reset button. What I did is I took a couple of days off. I was like, I'm not doing anything. I'm going to catch up. I'm not doing any business work for a couple of days. Send out an email, let clients, customers know, hey, going to be out for a couple of days. I need to revamp some things or whatever. Make sure you still communicate with your peers. Make sure you can communicate with your clients, your people, or whatever. But take time for you, rest, catch up on some things that you need to do, um, in the house with your family, important things that you need to do. Make sure your schedule. And while you're taking those couple of days off, what I did was making sure, okay, I didn't miss anybody who's on the schedule. For next week, they know I'm taking these 3 days off or 4 days off. So who's next? I need to prepare to make sure I got their things in order. I need to make sure that I prepare to make sure I got myself in order, my daughter in order, and stuff like that. So taking a couple of days off to just reset, to catch up on things, and then analyze how I'm going to keep this going moving forward. So I won't have to keep
yes,
doing a lot of resetting.
absolutely, absolutely. Rest is good. We all need rest because in this world, life is life in, and you have to take the time out. Because guess what? What did Jesus do?
He rested. How many days? He rested. He was
Rest.
like, I'm taking a day of rest.
Yes. So we have to find that work-life balance, and rest is so important. How can women begin to release the guilt of saying no when it's time to rest?
I would say it's that conscious mind.
Mhm.
It's that conscious mind that's telling you, no, if you don't rest, I mean, if you do rest, you're going to miss out on something. So keeping in mind that I'm not going to miss out on something. You've got to keep speaking to your inner spirit, saying, I'm not going to miss anything. I'm going to pick up where I left off at. But if I don't rest, I'm not going to be any good. And that's what you need to continue to keep affirming to yourself and telling yourself, if I don't rest, my body's going to get sick. My mind is going to get sick. I'm going to be sick mentally and physically. I'm not going to be good for anything. So it's not the fact that I'm not going to miss anything. Things are still going to be in line. I just got to pick up where I left off at. So don't feel guilt. Don't be afraid to say no, because sometimes I know we get like that. We are afraid to say no. Well, I can't. Hey, say someone wants you to come to a birthday party. Someone want you to come to lunch or dinner. Well, you haven't talked to them in a while and you're afraid to say no because you haven't seen them. You got to take care of you. It's not that you don't care and you don't love them, but you got to take care of you because you got things that you have to do. Pick another date. They'll be okay with another date. If they're not, you got to be okay if they don't accept that call to pick up another date to meet with you, because at the end of the day, you're important and you've got to be there for you. You've got to be there for your family. You got to be there for your brand, because nobody knows your vision and purpose like you do.
Yes. And when I coach my clients, I tell them, and I have them write this down, put it on their wall, put it on their refrigerator. No is a complete sentence. You don't owe anybody else after the word no. So it's no period, right?
That's right.
And it's important, those healthy boundaries we have to, and even to ourselves too, with rest, we have to tell ourselves, create those boundaries for ourselves as well. No is a complete sentence, because it is. You owe no one anything else after the no, right?
That's right.
So what is one of your non-negotiables for keeping your spirit, body, and mind in alignment?
So one of my non-negotiables with keeping my spirit and my body in alignment, I would say compromise is not an option. I'm like, no, I'm not. That's not an option. That's how I'm going to keep my balance in my life. Doing what I love. Doing what I love. Well, excuse me, not doing what I love is what's going to keep me. Because if I'm not doing what I love, and then I'm not keeping my life work and balance. If I'm not doing what I love, if I'm not passionate about it, well, excuse me, if I'm not passionate about people per se, because you got to be passionate about people so you can be passionate about the people that you work with. If I'm not passionate about people, and then how am I going to connect with work life and balance? So no to compromising, no to no to not self-loving, because when you don't incorporate self-love, how you gonna have work-life balance? You got to be able to keep that self-love. You got to be able to say, hey, I am who I am. I'm authentic. It's all love, and I'm gonna go with the flow.
Yes. So you've given so much to reflect on today for our viewers, and I just want to thank you. Where can our viewers go to connect with you, read your upcoming events, your upcoming book, or join your coaching programs?
So I have an upcoming Singles and Winning workshop. The event is posted on my LinkedIn page. You can go to events and it's there, or you'll just see it on my page to sign up for a coaching session, a private coaching session. You also can email me there, or you can schedule. If you want to just click the link to book a call, you can go to my YouTube coaching page, which is official Karen Oliver. Well, Karen Oliver, you can just type in Karen Oliver on YouTube and you can just hit the link to book the call to see the release updates of the upcoming book. It is catered to single women and men. It's called Keeping Me, Slaying Giants in My Singlehood. It comes with a devotion, Bloom Baby Bloom, as well as an affirmation journal. And so to keep in touch with release dates and stuff, you want to join the email list so you can get the link that allows you to sign up to know when that release date is coming out.
Awesome. Flawless fam, don't go anywhere. We are approaching our final segment. Stay tuned for more with Karen. We'll be right back to remind you that healing is possible. Confidence is yours, and that you are flawless. This is Flawless Conversations on Now Media Television. And we're back. I'm Tamika Jones, and you're watching Flawless Conversations on Now Media Television. Are you ready? Let's go. Welcome to Flawless Conversations. We're talking today with Miss Karen Oliver. So, Karen, as a founder of multiple brands, how have you attracted and kept people, both men and women? What's
I
your
was
secret sauce?
my secret
Mhm.
sauce. I would say staying in touch with social media, email. Of course, social media is so big now, but also don't forget everybody's not on social media. So me just going in the community, word of mouth, flyers, and letting people know, hey, if you're not on social media or don't know about this, hey, you can go to this social media link and you go there. But all the people who remain, who's already following the pages of Fearless Daughters or NKB Cosmetics or WCD Coaching Incorporated, making sure that I'm just showing up 2 to 3 times a week, letting them know what's going on, even though the skincare and the apparel is on a little hiatus, a little bit, but letting people know, hey, we still have inventory, we still have things going on, even though new inventory is not out, but just making sure that I'm showing up, communicating with them, letting them know that the brand is still going forth, and if there's still things that we can sell to customers, you know, as far as coaching, making sure that there are programs and curriculums. We also mentor at WCD Coaching, so there's always mentoring programs as well as one-on-one coaching or group coaching. So just making sure that I'm keeping them in the loop and that I'm getting that word out.
Yes, and that's key is follow up, right? Keep
Yes.
following up and just being present for your people. And you've been doing that. I see you online, doing all the things online, and keep it up, sis. Your work is not in vain.
Thank you.
What have you learned about leadership and trust that keeps people committed?
What I've learned about leadership that keeps people committed is being able to trust, being able to give second chances, being able to show up even when you don't feel like it. That's leadership. Being able to connect with your peers and network, being able to support someone else and cheer them on, support their brand, whether it's the same niche as yours or not. Make even if they don't support you, because there's sometimes in leaderships where you're going to have people that is not going to support, but you
Yeah.
got to be that leader and that bigger person to support people. Be there. You may not can't be there physically, but you can be there by just giving a thank you or
Mm-hmm.
saying, hey, you're doing a good job, I see you, or whatever. But staying consistent, being honest, being loyal as a leader, being able to take creative criticism. That's something that, God showed me years ago, even with relationships, but he told me that it's also for business relationship, being able to take creative criticism. If someone who knows your purpose and vision, who wants to give you advice, who sees your vision and purpose, and and they really see where you're going with it, be able to take that creative criticism, accept it, and run with it. So that's what I say. Being a good leader is being able to grasp with other leaders, cheer them on, support them. Be trustworthy, be honest and loyal. So at the end of the day, that person can say, hey, this is a leader. She's a true leader, or he's a true leader, someone that I trust.
Mm-hmm. Especially when building that know like trust and building your business from the ground up, you definitely need to network right with people and gain the trust, and you be that trustworthy person as well. So all of that is important. So how do you
Yes.
empower your team to dream with you, not just work for you?
Uh, I love that. It's important to build relationships with your team. And it's good that you said that, Tamika, because I have a couple people that I've been talking to that is actually joining my team, and it's important to build, like I said, once again, to build that relationship and to find out what are their goals and what are their dreams, how we can work together, and how I can help, pour into you and help you achieve those goals. There may be something that you can even help me with. So having that special connection with your team and saying, hey, you have visions and you have goals too. What are we going to do about this? How can we help? How can we help you get your goals and things off the table? It's important to build that friendship and a relationship with your team, because the
Yes.
way that they see your dreams and vision and goals, that's the way you got to see their visions and dreams.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I agree. So on Flawless Conversations, every episode or every show, you have a flawless nugget and also a flawless fact, quote, funny moment, inspirational meme. So Karen, give the audience a flawless nugget, something that they can take away, put in their back pocket, and always be able to go back to it whenever they're going through contrast, going through negative things in life, going through difficulties with losing a job, self-love, unworthiness, confidence, something that they can take away. Flawless nugget.
Don't give up, no matter the situation that you're in now or anything that you're going through. If it's something in the past, don't dwell on the past, let it go. This is a new day, a new year. This is a new morning. Move forward.
Yes.
Move forward in life, knowing that you can be all that you called to be.
Yes.
And even if it's not anything in the past and you're thinking that you just can't take a step forward today, you can. You're still breathing, so you can
Yes.
take a step forward. Um, get with someone that you can trust. Get some resources and be like, hey, I need if you need the extra push or the extra accountability, really confide in someone that you can trust for you to get that help that you need, especially when you know you can't do it on your own. Get that help. There's people out there that want to help you push along your purpose, push along your dreams, whether you want to be in the corporate world, whether you want to be an entrepreneur, whether you just want to be a better mother or a better father. You can do it. If you need that help, you can do it. Don't give up on your dreams, and don't give up on what was. Whatever happened in the past, that's in the past. Move forward.
Awesome. Love it. Love it. And then your flawless fact, something interesting about you, something funny, something, anything about Karen. We want to know more about Karen. Something, your favorite food, your favorite color, your favorite, I don't know, purse, lipstick.
Something funny, you guys, that a lot of people that don't know about me, and I think some others have shared that they have some off relatives that are like that, but I do not like mustard, ketchup, or mayonnaise on anything. So on my burgers, it's just gonna be cheese, lettuce, tomato, pickle, and onion. They was like, "It's
Wow.
dry." I said, "No, it's not dry. It's got cheese on it and tomatoes."
Super funny. Wow. No, ma'am. No,
I
ma'am.
love to be like, "No."
Karen, thank you for showing us that you don't need fame to lead. You just need a vision and the courage to carry it out. Where can
Yes.
people follow your work, support your business, and stay connected with your powerful, powerful, powerful journey?
Yes, to follow me, to keep in touch with me, go to Linktree / Coach Karen Oliver. That you're going to see everything on there that I'm doing. It's even going to have LinkedIn, locked in, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. And I'm sorry, guys, to forget that too. I am on Facebook as well. There, I have a Karen Wellness group there. If you follow me there, where I give nutrition tips and stuff like that. Sometimes I'm missing in the backgrounds with the health coaching, but I want to make sure I keep the Karen Wellness group on there. If you want to get some tips or something like that, or get a nutrition assessment, just go there or whatever. But if you go to that website, it's going to plug you into the social media sites, and it's going to let you know everything that's going on.
Awesome, awesome, awesome sauce. I love it. Karen, thanks again for joining us today. Your wisdom, your transparency, and faith have truly blessed this space. You've given us permission to dream, rest, rise, and lead, all while staying rooted in who you are. To our viewers, thank you for tuning in to Flawless Conversation. If today's episode inspires you, please share it with your friends, your family, your uncles, your aunts, everyone. Follow us on social media and don't forget to subscribe to Now Media TV Podcast. I'm your host, Tamika Jones, reminding you that your voice, your story, your dreams are all worthy. Until next time, stay flawless.